Hello, welcome back to AI Dungeon. Oh wait, today we're doing you fly off of Monster on what's her name? Tons of rocks and buns from Ralph. Tons of rocks from Ralph. Iron Giant. The Iron Giant. Okay, we're gonna do that. Just need to move a lot of rock. The rock that wakes up. The rock that wakes up, which then attacks the rock moving team with her bow, then shoot Rita with her fire breath and shoots the monster. Because the monster is immune to fire. Because the monster is immune to fire, now it wakes up and starts biting and punching. It's made of rock. And buried in rock. Sadly, Rita wasn't fast enough out of the way. Erica's punch of Erikai's punch. Who's Erikai? The monster the rock wasn't fast enough out of the way of Erica's punch and got killed by Erikai. Rita flies away from golems and who should attack? Now who should attack? Glowing furnace and strange fiery spirit. Strange fiery spirit. Appearing in it, you breathe a spirit, not a ghost or fire. Her bow. Rita has a bow. I don't know. Her the spirits from the hellfire. The sports are from the hellfire. The sports are from the hellfire. Spirits, and she is sworn to be. You might be wrong in thinking ghosts can be killed, but you were wrong. to the island of. You find the island of Akira, who has been sleeping a whole day now. You're hungry and tired, but you see a ton of sea life on the beach and right now. You see a strange monster. It looks like a reptile. It looks like a reptile. She just looks like a reptile. A reptile with a horn on its head. I hope Akira likes this. You throw the fish at Akira. And she starts chewing. Who is Akira again? I don't remember who Akira is. Wait. Who the? Who's Akira? Who is the Akira? Back to his tower. The island of. Back to its tower. Even the fish and some fruit which Ikaria gives you. He cooks the fish and some back of the town. You say bye to You say bye to Akira. Who says you should visit him again whenever you're passing by. So you head back to your little island. You sail away from the island and back home. On your trip, you see the strange reptile creature. The way to tame it is they use it to pick up the island. He was sailing and sometimes load up the monster with food and equipment. If he on your trip, you see bye to Kira. Okay. Trip, you see the strange reptile creature again, and swims beside you. The youths had arrived in the sea, which now infected with pirates who were attacking the smugglers as you then see Ralph, the Raphnagerus, now more spiky than before. The waters, as well as the ships, which is very similar to the ones you saw him destroy before. It makes sense. He appears to be big in the world. He's more dangerous than he was because he grown in power in the decades you have seen him. He has a lot of scars. He has a lot of scars. A lot of scars. Now, but he is still cruelly again. Ralph destroys the pirate ship. Ralph destroys the pirate ships that enters waters and smugglers, living from selling drugs and slaves, even if it isn't as good as it was. Then see the swimming lizards, back spikes. The boat then sinks. Then sinks. Sunk to the bottom of the sea as the spies let the air off the sail. You greasers, so in the book on the boat. The worship. The pistol safely in Rita's claws. Rita's claws. Back time, but it's a long way away from where you swam. You see the monster again, and you see it charge up in atomic breath. Atomic breath. Jump an atomic breath at you. The loud explosion shakes out by surprise, knocks you back, but it misses you. But it cut a hole inside of a nearby boat. A nearby boat. When killing all over the east charges towards you. Tide. But you're in the open ocean. Its domain. So it also has legs, so it can go on land. Its domain. No cover. You have only your speed to rely on. Make your way out of the path to the lizard's out of the path of the lizard's blast, you see that a bird like a beak. You see it has a beak. Not a beak. No, it does not have a beak. No, you see it has a I don't know, maybe a beak. A ichor-like blood, which means to make a quick craft, you quickly make one and get to a safe distance before shouting it alight and flinging it at the beast. What? Its blood is highly flammable. Its blood is highly flammable. And as you expected, the Raphnagerus right next to the one. You wonder what caused the monster to bleed. You wonder what caused the monster to bleed. What caused the monster to bleed? Just stomp on your flaming raptor. It only succeeds in burning its foot. And it succeeds in burning its foot. Is resistant to flames, and it also has fast healing. Its underbelly. Then tons of sharks swarm you. The sharks swarming you. Then this swarm you direction. You punch one side from the rest. No. Then charges up its atomic breath. And fires it at the swim shop. They explode instantly, killing many and leaving few to finish off your things. Leaving few to finish off your thing. Also see the monster has gills. So see the monster has gills. Which means it can breathe underwater. You have to act fast. You see a small and make your way there. You then see of the dive towards you. Grab you. He managed to pull you aboard his ship. he has a ship, if he's a reptile monster. He's a flying reptile monster. You wonder why he has a ship and not a pirate. Decker throws you in jail. You don't resist since you're too busy marveling at the fact you made it aboard his ship. Yeah, it's weird. Bum, 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 bum. You let them see the monster rise out of the water and shoot at Ralph. Bum 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 bum. Releases you from your cell. You punch the guard that opens your cell and don't tell anyone about this. Well, then shoots a bunch of fireballs at the monster, which you call alive. Could you alive had what's a nice name for a lizard monster? I've is I is a vein. Something suko is a goresuchus is a goresuchus is a life is a goresuchus. Life is a goresuchus. 3-inch long lizard monster that has 3 horns on its head, stands on 2 legs, and is covered in spikes on its back. It's a 3-inch long. It's not 3 inches long. It's not a 3. Ivy is not a in long goresuchus because that's how big a baby is. I don't even know. After Fuji and howling us the just at you and punches you, it hurts your head as it hits your head as it into you. It then fires its atomic breath at Ralph. Raphnagerus. Bum 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 bum. It then who catches the fire and starts rolling around on deck. You start punching the goresuchus repeatedly. It tries to stomp you into mush. The fight then moves to land. When goresuchus tries to smash you with its clawed hand, climb on its back and punch it repeatedly in the side of the head. goresuchus stops attacking you and focuses on Ralph. Focuses on Ralph. I don't care about Ralph. Goresuchus. Defiance of his body. You try to climb on its back again. Stop moving, and you fall off as it charges Ralph, who is now dead. Ralph is not dead. Because Ralph cannot. Ralph then arises from the ashes. Because Raphnagerus just can't do that. Ralph then rises from the ashes and begins to fire his own stream of fire at the goresuchus. Goresuchus is roars in pain and swims away. Part of the ship. Ralph then floats upward and opens his stomach, which is now a large chamber filled with water. He lets the water out of his stomach. He then looks at you. You got a lot of fight in you, kid. That goresuchus would have eaten you for lunch had I not intervened. Have killed me too. Oh, you are a wild flying fire monster called a Raphnagerus, isn't it? Ralph. The Raphnagerus, which is not a real species, I don't think. Raphnagerus. Called a Raphnagerus. Ralph looks at you as if you had 3 heads and a horn coming out of your forehead. Oh no. Then, a 3-headed monster with a horn coming out of its forehead out of its main forehead rises from the ocean depths. Then flies into the air and electrocutes and causes a hurricane. Bum 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 bum. But a tidal wave hits you, killing you instantly. No, I don't die. Luckily, you're not dead, dude. You're not dead for some reason. You're not dead for some reason, even though it said you're not dead for some reason. But you're barely alive. Is my character a cyborg though? is gonna fly. Ralph should fly. Ralph flies away. Before the cold. Ralph flies away before the monster calls. A few mornings when he realizes he was still alive. The three-headed monster should be called. Ooh, idea. The it's called monster or X. XCS. It's called Monster Rex or XCS. Or, depending on who you ask. It's not a three-headed class. X says or. Monster from another universe or something. Or something. Yes, it's from another universe or something like that. It's not a demo, even a bull monster. It's an Eoxosaurus. It eats planets. Your son will die in a few million years. It eats planets. Wait. Xenus. It's an Exiosaurus. Exiosaur. Saw. It's an alpha monster from another. I don't know what I feel about this plot. Ralph, the Raphnagerus. Well, because he's not an alpha monster, it calls Ralph the Raphnagerus and eats him. No, it does not eat Ralph. And you pick yourself up out of the debris field and walk away. No, it does not eat him. It makes him and he attacks them. It eats him. Ralph then is out of the mouth under the control of the Xenosaur of the Xenosaur. The control of the Xenosaur. So the planet is now being eaten. Festival. And now Ralph is okay. Ralphs are not a species, but okay, okay, game. You do you. I mean, I'd be okay if it ate Ralphs. Just don't eat Ralph. Wait, Ralph. alpha is basically an alpha monster, but not really. But the goresuchus is that technically it is the alpha monster. Well, at least at one point. Apparently. Of goresuchus to defeat the help of. Okay. Need help of the butcher monster. Flyeta and the monster goresuchus. Well, I guess it's more of a crocodile, but the lizard monster goresuchus stop the planet from being eaten. You need to find them before they find you. You find goresuchus in the ocean. Goresuchus is an alpha monster who bows to no one. Goresuchus is an alpha monster which bows to no one. Flyeta, or is it flyeta? Flyeta is slightly more difficult. Third monster and can be very mean. You'll have enough. Oh yeah, I guess it's Flyeta now. Flyeta has a symbiotic relationship with goresuchus. They similar to goresuchus. It's like a parasite. Food from eating plants. Stop telling me goresuchus eat plants. I mean, I guess from eating radiation, I guess. Shut. Flyeta and flyeta are bug monsters. Rival bug monsters. The top monsters on the planet. Easy to free. But you're not like them. You're a real monster who does not need to eat anything to survive. That's kind of a little bit rude to me. I'm a cyborg. Bum 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 bum. Flight. How? Heal goresuchus. Heal goresuchus. Fleet. Flyeta. Drink the blood of goresuchus and other monsters, making her stronger. a screeching sound that affects the minds of weaker creatures. Flyeta. Flyeta. You see Flyeta attack. Goresuchus. The coast is clear. You hate these. They eat the food that you eat. They are stronger than you. Flyeta. Flyeta, 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 Flyeta. This is unsuccessful thing as this thing as goresuchus is more power. It's sterile. What? This goresuchus is sterile? Wait, they're sterile? What? You broke free after all this. I was left to learn in Flyeta is nearby. Later, then tries to with her long fur boscus. Her boscus. Sting, but you catch it, and she's only. Yeah, that's what she is. She's too scared to do anything else. Wow, she's. Then, goresuchus eats her. Then goresuchus eats her. Giant jaws. Boom, 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 boom. She leaves the peace strings and bites from it. Sign of disrespect for an elf monster to eat another. This is what Flyeta thinks. The dead is dead. Now, a free monster now you could eat too, but there's no need in your body from eating from. You're not eating for millions of years. Well, I guess I am a robot. I don't think that means I'm a cyborg, but I don't think that means I'm a monster. I feel. I'm technically a cyborg, but I don't know. Flight. Is it Flight? Who is it? Flyeta. I think it's Flight. Flyeta? No. Flyeta finds the Raphnagerus. Need to find the Raphnagerus. It's gone so to be delicious. You have a feast on the for the three beasts they've just killed. Raphnagerus is dead. Wow, the plot thickens. Not yet. It begins to sound that is headache making photograph watching then explodes. It's chaos. Attacks flyeta. Flyeta. Is it flyeta? Where's flyeta? His giant white tail. Then you see Ralph. Then you see Ralph the Raphnagerus approach you. I thought I heard your squeaks a few miles back. It was flyeta with cookies beside him and found this. Well, then birds then kicks up. It's going to be chocolate. Then birds. Then flyet in the sky. Goresuchus. Because Ralph is less, I mean, he's evil, but he's not that evil. Flyeta in flyeta. Haven't defeated The monsters. I mean, them, the monsters. Physics, the survival rate don't eat the weak in the weakest die of starvation. So still lose control of most monsters. Rita is Rita is with the rest of your team. It's possible they got down. Xeosaur gets blasted by the goresuchus. Sonic projectiles from his horn. Goresuchus. See, fried to get fried. Get some goresuchuses? What the? Goresuchuses? I mean, I guess they aren't the goresuchus. No, it's not goresuchuses. They're not goresuchuses. No, they were not goresuchuses. By two. They weren't goresuchuses. That's not canon. By two. The other two. See him scream as he. You see her scream as she is. See her scream as she is beheaded. She then heals. Well, she has the power of healing, so then she heals. She heals herself to a greater extent and becomes more powerful. Good job, Flyeta. Basically the moth of this. Basically, I mean, yeah, basically, yeah. Ralph that shoots fireball It's weird that Ralph isn't an alpha monster, but the other one's beings are super powerful. One of the heads. But the other head slams into him and explodes. Not even ash. Grow. Grow. The head that grows back. From the ash flesh and regenerates his body. Flyeta growl and charge at goresuchus as its horn begins to crackle with deadly sparks. The flyeta growl and charge at. No, that's not goresuchus. You don't know what magical monster. So, Exia. That's Exiasaurus. That makes more sense, okay? Sorry, AI Dungeon, I have to fix some problems with you. Exiasaur then picks up goresuchus. Picks up goresuchus and his trunk. With his trunk, Exiasaurus has a trunk that's air, and takes him to his mouth. You see the horn fire of sound that destroys goresuchus skull and nearly takes out Flyeta. What? To his fire resist which I mean goresuchus is okay thanks to his fire retardant skin. Retardant skin. But if he is angry about this, fools don't know when to give up. He's not big enough to actually eat him, but he tried to eat goresuchus. But they're basically the same. So, I think goresuchus might be a little bit bigger, but that's maybe because he's a little bit taller. He's longer. Then rips off the head of Ichthyosaur. Rips off the heads of Ichthyosaur. The trunks as he begins stomping them into pieces. Ichthyosaur grows more and more heads. Goresuchus put more heads and stabbing goresuchus with them, and then he begins shooting bolts at newly formed mouthfuls of the four-faced monster. Now he has 4 faces. Wow, he has 4 faces. Full-faced. I don't know. Now he has 100 of heads. Hundreds of heads. 2 firebolts. No effect. And with the two wounds along with body remains to the ground. We have won. Yes, not dead yet. It's not dead yet. So it begins beautifully around the remnants of the two monsters into the ground. It then begins to grow, and you see its head coming through the ground in front of you. Its main head horn needs to be shattered. Embedded into your own head. Which, I mean, I guess does not make sense, but I suppose